Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Garden joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Lions in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Tua. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. And over the middle, this is Parker. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you're able to give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that.
Now Montez. And that'll be incomplete.
Defensively, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw, Montez. Eluding and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The start of this game shaping up nice. first and 10. It's Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. He'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua, throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touch. Here's Montez. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Austin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They're going to run. It's Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, it's Jennings. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike dropped stops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. He finds Austin complete. The numbers for Austin a week ago, he was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. This one taken in by Cephas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Brady. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Lions touchdown. Quintez Cephas, his 5th touchdown now on the... Tua now on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. He finds his man complete. It's Brady. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run.
Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to run now with Jennings. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Quintez Cephas with his 2nd touchdown here this. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Here's Fuller with a catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there for the Dolphins. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Derek Barnes gets in there to drop him for 8. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is complete to Hawkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Rolling to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
The partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain. That's
caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Down left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Tua to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Let's face it, they want to get back into the game. These are
Here's Montez. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hawkins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now Montez. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a 2 and now on first down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the gun, it's Tua. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll start in the NFC North. Minnesota playing host to Chicago up at US Bank Stadium. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always. To throw, Montez. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Brady. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They fire this one quickly to Austin. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Hawkins. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. First down, Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He'll get this off to Swift. Not much there, only a yard.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua over the middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Dolphins! It's complete. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run on 1st down. Jennings, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd down now, it's Hawkins. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Quintez Cephas with his 3rd touchdown of the game. On 1st down, Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd down, Swift. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Tua going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Rolling to his right.
And this one taken in by Cephas.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. A great effort there. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Derek Barnes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in here by Fuller.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Tua on 4th down. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And this will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in a sack. Levi Onwuzurike picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
A big play there for the Dolphins.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Swift is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Swift again.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Julian Okwara in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that lines up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here's Montez.
Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jennings, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him now. They tend to leave him in.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Montez. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now Montez. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And a throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Dolphins. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Lions, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.